Hi Brendan, if you know, I'm actually working at MOM ACE. My department is called the Anticipatory Ops Centre, and I'm an assistant manager there. So what do you think I do actually?
I don't know anything. I mean, I always knew that you wanted to work in banking, so how do you end up at ACE?
Yeah, I did want to work in banking because growing up, all my family, my siblings and my parents were all in that industry, studying accountancy, studying finance. It's the coincidence that when COVID struck, I was just deciding to give it a go at different industries, and I chanced upon ACE, where their motion and what they want to do is basically very simply to improve the standard of living and help migrant workers out. And I thought it was interesting, so I decided to give it a try.
I mean, when you say you help migrant workers out, so what exactly do you do?
So my department helps ACE to plan and conduct operations that guide the management of housing for migrant workers and to implement ops to ensure their health, safety, security and also their welfare. In fact, we are part of the Synchronized Ops Hub that includes other ACE branches such as the Current Ops Centre and also the Swap Ops Centre. How it works is like, the Anticipatory Ops Centre will come up with the broad skeleton of how the template is like and what we need to plan and prep for what could happen. And then we will go to the different centres such as the Current Ops Centre and the Swap Ops Centre to get their inputs. I like how I'm able to apply my interpersonal and communication skills to the job. We pitch ideas and learn how to run things, speak to stakeholders like migrant workers, dorm operators, and employers, which is something that I learned in my degree in business, and I think this is where it's actually quite useful for me in the workforce.
I'm pretty sure that you're the most junior member of the team, right? Since you just started working not too long ago.
As a fresh grad, obviously you have many different things that you need to care about. Exposure is one, career progression is another. In ACE, we are in a very fast-paced environment. So what's important to me is actually having to make sure I pace myself out and know when to meet certain deadlines and when to actually just take a break from everything. So I think that's something that actually helps us improve in our work over time.
So do you actually work with migrant workers?
ACE is actually quite a big organization, and the department that I'm in, we're actually part of the headquarters where we do more of the planning and not running the operations itself. So to say that I interact with migrant workers a lot is not so much, but I do visit dorms and interact with migrant workers once or twice so as to have a better ground sense in terms of what is available for us to plan.
From what I heard from your parents, right, like your supervisors love you a lot. And I mean, is that really true?
I think I'm given a lot of opportunities, that's for sure, and that translates to the love that we were talking about. I think it's also like a commandment to me, like letting me know that I'm doing my job well, and therefore he's giving me more opportunities to do projects that gives me greater exposure, more experience that will help me with my career progression. I think one of the proudest projects that I actually did was I developed internal process that helped to better risk manage dormitories using analytical skills and pulling information as well as framing indicators together with the end goal of improving the ops efficiency. So now that you know what I do, what do you think of my job now?
I mean, I'll say that your job is one of the more fulfilling ones that I've come across. I believe that your job, being who you are, like you're doing a great job, and I feel like, you bring a sense of in a way, community and making sure that the migrant workers are well taken care of is something that's very commendable, and I feel that maybe, ACE is something that we have to look out for in the future.
That's right.